Hey, it's Pete. I wanted to thank you so much for being here today. The fact that you're here tells me that you're a very special person. It tells me that you are that rare breed of person who wants to be in charge of whether or not you make money. You want to be the asset that gets paid. You're not somebody who's lazy. You're actually here taking action. And the fact that you're here, that's action. You're actually taking steps to succeed. However, because you're here also means something is missing. And it's that 1% where you constantly feel like you're so close to succeeding and you just can't get to the other side. Most like other traders, you're probably reading charts. You're probably studying using moving averages and everything you could possibly think of. And you know everything about chart reading, MACD, stochastics, RSI, everything, Fibonacci levels, but you still can't get paid. Today, we're going to introduce something different. Today, I'm going to tell you the reason why you feel so close, but you can't get paid. And it's because chart reading is not the answer. Chart reading is the start, but you have to take it just a step further. And when you take it a step further, you go from chart reading to what I call tape reading. And tape reading is pretty simple. The argument that you build for taking risk is valid because you believe that the profit target is going to be reached. And you want to do that over and over and over again. But how do you do that? That's really the question. That's the piece. How do you put yourself in position where most of the time you make money? Sure, we have a few small losses here and there, but that's the cost of doing business. That's a part of being a trader. The trick is being in the right trades that give you those big winners that pay for all those annoying small losses. So what I want to do today is I just want to walk you through the process of how I would love for the opportunity to take you from struggling chart reader to somebody who now understands fully that's a great idea and I'm going to allocate capital to that versus I'm going to stay away from that. That doesn't make sense. That's not a strong enough argument. So how do we do that together? Well, the big thing is I'm going to short circuit your learning curve. For some people, it can be very expensive. But what I want to do is I want to give you my trades. I want you every single day to come into my trading floor every day and join my game plan meetings. Every single day, we call out trades and we say, that's a great idea, here's why. That's a great idea, here's why. And by the way, this is for both day trading and swing trading. If you happen to be a day trader, you could be in the room with me all day, every day. But if you're a swing trader and you have a full-time job and you're just looking for extra monthly cash flow, this is also for you because even if you can't attend the meeting, which starts every day at 8:30 a.m., about an hour before the market opens, you can watch the replay anytime during the day and still take advantage of these opportunities. So that's just step one. Step one is you get all of my ideas going into the day. You also get to call out ideas for me to assess whether or not it's a great idea. Step two, now we go into the real-time community together, my Slack community, which we call the tape reading room. All day long, you're calling out trades, I'm calling out trades. I'm giving you the exact entries, the exact exits, the exact risk rewards. And then you get to call out your trades. And I say, that's a great idea because, so you're learning. I want you to become the asset. Then we get into the point where now trades start moving in our favor and we say, scale out, work the position, build the position. There's different conditions where sometimes you're going to be booking profits. Sometimes we're going to be looking to add because everything in that argument is awesome. And those are the big winners. But you need to learn the difference between open road and stop and go traffic. And that's what we specialize in. So again, if you're a chart reader and you're struggling, you want to get to the other side, learning how to build these arguments is what separates somebody from break even and their account stays there every month to month after month after month after month. You see nice, steady growth and you're in charge of why that happens. Now, the big thing that comes back is, well, how do I understand all this stuff? Because the market can be very quickly. It's very simple. I also give you my entire course. You get tape reading mastery, which shows you how to build those arguments. You get order flow bootcamp mastery, which teaches you how to follow the smart money, how to build positions, how to work positions, and everything you know to fully understand so you become the asset. But it gets even better. Every single Monday night, we have coaching calls, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And again, if you can't make the call, they're all recorded. There's an archive. Every single week, we go from game plan to trading live in real time together, which, by the way, you can download it on an app and watch what we're doing during the day if you happen to be at a full-time job. And Monday nights, we get to review everything. It's a much slower pace. It is all of your questions, challenges from the week, all put in one place. And then the calls are anywhere from an hour to 90 minutes, sometimes 2 hours, where we take as much time as we need to answer your questions so that you fully understand what's going on. So look, I feel privileged to be on your side. I feel privileged if you allow me for the next to be your coach, to be a mentor, and to give you my best trades. You get to take my exact entries and exits. You get to learn while you're earning, which is the best scenario you could possibly get. And then hopefully we can take it a step further and make a real long-term commitment to each other over the next year. So click down, see everything you get. I'd love to see you on the other side. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh, and something else, click down and look at the wall of success that we have for 2020, because it's one thing for me to say that we have an amazing community. Click down and see how other members in the community are doing. And I really hope to see you on the other side. Have a great day. Hey everybody, it's Pete. It is Friday, November 27, 2020. Stock futures are up a little bit today. Probably going to be a little bit lighter trading, especially as we get past 11 o'clock today if you happen to be day trading. For those of you that don't know, the stock market closes at 1 p.m. today, so a little bit shorter trading day. I think a lot of people would prefer to have a nice 4-day weekend to work off that tryptophan from Thanksgiving. Hopefully you had a safe and happy Zoom Thanksgiving, or what is it called? The iPhone thing. Chat with your family on your iPhone. That seemed to be the way everybody was talking yesterday. At least that's what we did, a family all over the country. A little bit heartbreaking, but it's the reality. Hopefully we can all get back to a normal world, flush 2020 down the drain, and start out normal again next year. Today we're going to focus on financial stocks. They had a really nice gap about 10 days ago, and across the board, they all kind of went sideways for about a week. But here's the important thing. They actually held the gap. That's the really exciting part. For the most part, let's say JP Morgan, for example, couldn't get past 104. Goldman Sachs couldn't get past 215. Now those stocks kind of held that gap. And if you're new to the community, if you're new to what we do, we really don't guess. We let the smart money leave footprints out there, and then we just, we kind of piggyback what they're doing. And now the smart money has actually held the bid in trading terms. And on Wednesday, the last trading day, prior to Thanksgiving, quite a few of them paused and slid into one of my favorite trading setups, if not my favorite trading setup, where we have volatility and then they contract that volatility. So in other words, we have a really strong day and then we pause. We have a really tighter trading range, and we call that an inside day. So quite a few of them set up that type of a day on Wednesday. Now, here's the key to this trade. We actually spent a lot of time talking about this recently. There's the side of the market you expect your move to go. And that's obviously how you develop an edge and see that kind of move in your direction. So we're going to be looking to be buyers of these financial stocks today. We're going to be looking to start new positions, a little bit longer term swing trade type positions. If they break out to the upside, we're going to be looking to initiate the first piece of our trade and then build that position depending on the profit target. If it breaks to the downside, that's fine. You just let it go. You don't want to force trades. You want to be in the right stocks at the right time. And these setups are beautiful. And if today happens to be that the day that we get the entry signal, that's perfect. If it doesn't, it rolls to the downside. We just let it go. So we're going to head over to the screen and we're going to take a look and see which stocks I'm going to be focusing on today in this sector. There's quite a few of them, actually. So JP Morgan is probably the number one. You can see 104 was the level it was having a hard time getting through. And this is the gap I was talking about. We pushed up and we were like, all right, let's prove that it's going to stay there. Let's prove the smart money is going to step up with the new bid. And interestingly, you can see this one day on the gap when it finally got through this level, the next 2 weeks basically traded inside of that window. So the smart money stepped up and said, I'm going to hold that bid. We're going to stay there. Then on Tuesday and Wednesday, we punched through it again. And then on Wednesday, obviously a little bit tighter price action, we paused, and now we have what's known as an inside day. You can see we're opening a little bit lower this morning, but that's fine. Like I said, the trade is very simple. It needs to trade through Wednesday's high to initiate the new trade. We might end up getting what we call in the community a bullish U-turn, where it trades below and reverses back. But either way, if it trades lower, that's fine. We just let it go. That's a part of the game plan. If it trades higher, that means that now is the right time to step up and initiate the trade. Now, what's interesting, and we had some newer members in the community jumping the gun recently where they entered before the signal. Please don't do that. The whole point of the signal is you want to be involved while it's moving in your favor, or it's absolutely established a stop point. And in this case, that inside day is doing that. So we're going to keep an eye on JP Morgan. We're going to have Goldman Sachs in our list today. Morgan Stanley just performing really well. In case you haven't been watching it this year, we're actually making multi-year highs in Morgan Stanley, which is very exciting. And then we're also going to talk about American Express, which is having a hard time getting through this one level. I know John O'Connor's going a little crazy trying to get it through 120 mentally. I know we've all done that before. You say, please get through that level, finally get through that level. Well, maybe today. We also have Discover Financial Services, DFS, and Capital One, which is actually up in that area as well. So we're going to keep the list narrow today. We're going to keep the list focused. Can be a little bit weird. Typically, I get asked all the time, what kind of trading day is today? Today is actually typically a pretty decent day to trade. However, after that 11 o'clock window, after the first 90 minutes of the day, especially if you're day trading, the volume drops off a cliff. The market feels like it's a balloon bouncing back and forth, and it becomes a little bit harder. You end up buying highs and selling lows because the algorithms are just bouncing the stock back and forth because nobody's really taking bigger commitments at that 90-minute window. All the actual trading is done prior to that. So we'll be involved pretty aggressively in the first 90 minutes of the day. We'll go make some nice cash flow to take advantage of getting ready for the holiday. And then we'll have another weekend to come back, recharge when December gets here. So hope you had a safe holiday. Let's focus on these stocks today. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. And I hope to see you in the boot camp. Have a great day, everyone.